WWE Raw scores a 2.26, ladies and gentlemen. Hi guys, welcome to another edition of the General Jerry channel. And just we're doing a Raw ratings right now. It's not often I do this. Wrestling Jesus does this a lot. Definitely check his channel out. He does this more regularly than I would do. He covers all the ratings as well, so check out his channel and subscribe to him. But ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna give my take on the ratings and shit like that. I'm also gonna give you some demographics for the male viewership, the adult male viewership as well, because there's a lot of things there that is very interesting. So let's get in here, let's not waste any time. WWE Raw scored a 2.26 TV rating. That was down from a 2.35 rating post payback last week. So the other Raw that scored a 2.35 and this one scored a 2.26, so it is down from the previous week. It is the second lowest rated show of the year, topped the April 25th show leading into payback, so it is the second lowest rated show of 2016. That is absolutely god awful, and this Raw, because it was that bad, showed that. Last week's TV rating will be interesting since WWE did not advertise anything in advance, and pre-pay-per-view episodes are settled into a pattern of dipping in the show 2 weeks out. This week, Raw was particularly hit hard in the key demo of males between 18 to 35. That fell by 12% to a new historical low, even lower at the end of April. So it's not just the ratings. We also want, what I like to do is actually look at the geographics, the age groups of whoever watches it. Now, I don't know how the hell they get all this information, but, you know, it is quite legitimate. A lot of them do actually determine, you know, what women watch it, what male watch it, shit like that. But anyway, basically 18 to 34 fell by 12%. That is a new historical low, and that was even lower than the end of April. Adult males between 18 to 49 also fell by 1/10 of the rating, nearly an historical low as well. Raw's 3 hours averaged 3,002,038, so roughly about 3.2 million views, so 3.2 million viewers. That was down by 6%. They lost about 200,000 viewers from last week. That is a big jump. It was also the second fewest viewerships of the year. The hourly breakdown as follows: the first hour was 3.3 million viewers. Then the second hour was actually went up. Believe it or not, the second hour went up to 3.356 million views for a slight uptick. However, ladies and gentlemen, the third hour went dramatically down. It went to a 3.0 million views. So it did go up from the first hour to the second. However, the third hour dramatically dipped. Very uncommon, actually. Usually either the first hour gets a lot of viewership, then it goes down. But they had a golden opportunity with the second hour, but then people must have just tuned into the second hour. They seen the garbage that was in front of them, and they just tuned out. And that was down by 10% as well. Raw faced through overlapping competition from 2 NBA games going to overtime as well. Okay, and so yeah, so basically, in conclusion, ladies and gentlemen, everything is down. The interesting thing is not even just the ratings itself; it's also the male demographic. What WWE has actually noticed in recent weeks is that the male demographic, specifically the 18 to 34 ratio, is dramatically falling down. Why is this? Well, quite simple. WWE isn't specifically aiming for that key demographic. Whatever it is, we don't, we do know it's because there's no solid storylines, there's no investment for people to watch it the next week, and that is why people are not tuning in. What a lot of people I have noticed have been doing, specifically, is that they'll either tune into the first hour, then it'll go down. This one, which is a very rare occasion, but sometimes it does happen, a lot of fans, what they'll do is they'll skip the first hour, maybe it's to watch another show, they'll skip it into the second hour, they'll see what's what's happening. They'll watch 10 minutes of it and then they'll zone out and watch something else. Basically, what a lot of people are also doing in WWE Raw is that they're channel surfing. What they're doing is that they're checking out other stuff and they'll go, well, I'll just check out and see if anything happened on Raw. They go on Raw, nothing's happening, and then boom. Just because they have viewership, it's actually the length that I'm interested in. That's why a lot of the TV ratings are spot on as well. Because it doesn't matter if you've got viewership or whatever it is, just because in the first hour, it depends on how long those people are actually watching the show. Just because people watch one view of it doesn't mean they're going to watch the whole thing, which is a big problem with WWE. They aren't necessarily consistently getting viewership throughout the Raw, which is a big problem on WWE's part as well. I mean, where do they go from here? Honestly, I don't know. I think that it'll probably go up next week, because I sincerely doubt it'll go down lower than that. There's a possibility. Obviously, they're lining up for Extreme Rules that's coming up, I believe, in 2 weeks. You never know, it could go down next week. It would be very interesting to see what happens with that. Now, a lot of people are saying to me, Jerry, are we going to see a 1.0 rating? Are we going to see a 1 rating? Honestly, like WJ was saying to me, and obviously he said it in his videos as well, it does look likely it's going to happen. It does look like they might get a 1 rating sometime this week. Now, here's the thing, WWE are saying, oh, it's not, nobody cares about the viewership or whatever it is. Here's my conclusion to this. The WWE Network, it takes them a month to show WWE Raw. So, WWE Raw, then they watch it the next month, and then they can watch Raw on the WWE Network. However, if nobody's tuning in to the flagship show, then how is anyone going to be invested in the pay-per-view? People are literally, they're just signing on to the network, they'll just continue it, and that's it. WWE are obviously, they're getting a lot of money on the stock, and then they're getting a lot of money for the WWE Network. So, in that interest, they might not care. However, this could be a problem somewhere down the line, because if it's a 1 rating, then what's going to happen is that people are going to get very angry, and people are going to like look and say, oh, it's a 1 rating, you know, this is a bit bad, and then, you know, they might make a big deal out of it. We'll have to wait and see. But ladies and gentlemen, yes, the ratings are down, and specifically the 18 to 34 dynamic. It'll be interesting to see what happens there. But ladies and gentlemen, let me know what you think in the comments below. This is General Jerry on the General Jerry channel, signing out.